I don't answer to anybody.
Okay.
Okay.
Mr. Manfredi,
Spoiler alert.
you're charged with attempted bribery of a
Yeah, me and Greg
federal
have not seen the
agent.
first season of the show.
How
We
do
have
you
no idea what's
plead?
going on. But we're here for the
Not
vibes.
guilty, Your Honor.
Bail is set at $3 million.
And he's back.
Okay.
Was there any doubt?
I like the song.
We're building something that's eventually
Wait.
going to
Okay,
allow
so
us to go legit.
never mind about the
We have
spoiler.
to
I guess.
think big.
Whoa.
What do you know about wind
Was that a
turbines?
marijuana plant?
I know they
Yeah.
blow.
Buckle up, here we go.
This Manfredi is a problem.
Tell me about it.
He's moving in our direction.
The mob
Competition's
comes to
over.
Tulsa.
Depends who you're
Headline.
competing with.
Is there a problem?
You're an outsider. Tulsa is mine.
The thing is,
Tulsa. Everyone's fighting
things
over
don't
Tulsa.
really belong to people.
Imagine being a
Let's take
Tulsan
out
citizen. You read the
balls.
headline, the mob has come to Tulsa.
To protect them.
You got a sense of humor.
Sometimes. We might have some trouble coming our way.
Okay.
If you want to build a future, you got to know what you want.
You have terrible taste in men.
X-Men
in this
says, "Welcome
together."
home again."
What is it going to take to get you to dance with me?
Man, tough guys don't dance. Why are you wearing your pajamas?
Come on,
Go home and get a suit.
there are millions to be made.
I don't answer to anybody.
You want to go down fighting, huh?
Okay.
Relax there,
Shoot up.
grasshopper.
Dad, what is going on here? I want to teach him some conflict resolution.
Nothing resolves a conflict like a good smack in the chops, guys.
Tulsa King, new season streaming September 15th.
Okay.
September 15th.
Interesting. The mid
I'm
part of that
excited.
section of that trailer is interesting. Like the music, they kind of go off key for a bit. They get back at the end, and that last scene where he says nothing resolves conflict, like it gets slapped in the face. It's not final audio, which is really weird too.
hmm
It's like on-set audio.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's just editing
So-
notes from me.
Just I think if you watch that trailer just now, that beginning kind of spoils the end of season 1. So is that okay if I talk about the end of season 1? No one's gonna care.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he obviously,
okay,
yeah,
you're right about
we saw it, so
Remember
it's
that.
fine. I'll watch it with Nicole later, maybe.
I really think you should watch it, Craig. I think you're gonna like it. I can't recommend this show enough. It's the showrunners from The Sopranos, and basically Sylvester Stallone is Tony. He goes to jail. He's an ex-con. He got released after 25 years of being in jail because he didn't rat out his mob boss or whatever. When he gets out of jail, they're like, there's nothing for you here anymore in New York, so they send him to Tulsa basically to die. But because he's Sylvester Stallone, he ends up thriving and taking over like the marijuana drug trade in that city, I guess. So it's funny that like the whole show, the first season built up to him getting arrested, right? And it seems like in the first 10 seconds of this trailer, they just retcon that. And I really think it comes back to they weren't sure if they were going to get a season 2. And the way that
Right.
season 1 ended, it would have been fine if the show ended that way. So it's like they almost retconned the ending of season 1. I'm sure they'll explain it somehow, but it's going to be similar to how how Vince Chase in Entourage, boy, he got into trouble and then he resolved it. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting from this.
Well, he was arrested, right? But then when he goes to his court hearing, he pleads not guilty, and they set bail, so he's out on bail. Like the court, they haven't done him. Yeah, they haven't got him yet.
Yeah, $3 million of bail though. So who's bailing him out? And then why are they bailing him out? Maybe to kill him, right? So it's gonna be interesting. I think at the end of season 1, he and this bar owner decided to build a casino on Native American land. So they did that, I guess. Who was in it?
Subplot
Anyway.
A, subplot B. No, but that's cool though. Like, there's a lot of things going on.
It looks like a lot of the actors are back, which is good for continuity's sake. Yeah, there were a lot of untied loose ends that they can wrap up here So I'm happy. I was worried we were gonna get a whole season of him just in jail, and that would be kind of lame.
Yeah.
So the fact that he's able to get out as fast as he did and then get back to work and then be on the cover of a newspaper, because that's you always see mob bosses on the covers of
Mob has come to
newspapers.
Tulsa.
Yeah, that's a very weird thing. But couple characters I'm not seeing in this yet, so I'm kind of curious if they make a return. There's an ATF lady who's pretty important. Obviously, the guy from Silicon Valley, Guilfoyle, he's in this. He owns the dispensary that Sylvester Stallone walked into and basically said, I now own part of this. I actually showed this to my friend over the weekend, the first 2 episodes, and we determined that when Sylvester Stallone meets a character in this, he's either going to hire them, punch them, or give them money by the end of the scene. So it's like a nice little drinking game you can play at home when you watch Tulsa King. It's like, will Sylvester Stallone punch someone, give them money, or straight up hire them? Those are the only 3 options.
Right.
But yeah, it's great. I highly recommend this show. That lady that he's talking to a lot in this trailer, I think she owns like a stable or something.
Sloan is Atlantic City mob. What part of mob? New York mob. What's the location?
New York.
New York. Okay.
New York. Yeah, is New York City. He was the second in command to the mob boss, and the mob boss's son got in trouble, and Sylvester Stallone basically took the fall for the kid.
See, that's wild. That that's such an old trope, but it's told with a sense of flair. Like that's how you make a good show. Is you lean into an old trope, but you tell it differently. We've seen that with doctors. We've seen that with lawyers. You know what I mean? Like fish out of water. He's in the small town. Oh my god! But now we've never seen that with a mob king. Or maybe we have, but maybe I've never seen it. But with this, you know what I mean? That's the first time I've heard of it. Just interesting.
And they show his daughter in this trailer several times and his grandkids, and that was like they were estranged for 20 some years. So it seems like they're going to keep developing that storyline. It's going to be interesting. He is not liked by basically anybody. There's like 4 people in all of Tulsa who like him, and most people in New York want him dead, and a lot of people in Tulsa want him to either be in jail or dead. So
he's making waves, right? He's taking over their territory. He's doing things, which is, and maybe they not afraid to touch him because he has connections to the New York mob? Is that why they don't outright just assassinate him?
No, I told you, man. He is not liked by the current mob boss in New York. That's why
they might not know that though, right? They might not know that. They just know that he's affiliated with them.
Sure. And I guess at the end of the day, if it's him versus another gang, that the mob would probably side with him. But he was basically sent there to die, and he hasn't died yet. So I think it's more like everyone wants to kill him kind of thing. So we'll see. But I'm stoked. I can't believe it. I really had given up hope on this because a lot of shows that I liked died in due to the writer's strike or the pandemic or whatever. An example that was Avenue 5. I don't know if you guys ever watched that on HBO Max. No? It was it had Hugh Laurie in it, and it was about a space travel company that was like a cruise ship.
Oh, I did see that. Yes, we fell off of that. It was different type of humor. We fell off, but we enjoyed the first few episodes. Thought it was funny. Yeah. The captain's not the real captain. He's it's a show. Everything's an act. The ship rents itself. Yeah, I've never seen. Yes.
So that show got canceled. Obviously, Doom Patrol ended as a giant wet fart.
Oh.
And then the only show I'm really holding on to right now outside of Tulsa King is Resident Alien, which I think is flying under a lot of people's radar, but it's a great show.
We tried to watch it. We just don't like the main character. You just don't like him.
You don't like Alan Tudyk?
No, okay, I don't think he's not. There's no redeemable quality. Mm-hmm. Like if there are, we haven't gotten that far yet because we fell off. But he's just not an. It's the same thing with Up Shit's Creek. I know those characters evolve, but they're all assholes, and I don't like to watch any of them on screen. I'm good. it's.
Well, I think this isn't spoiling anything, but the main character of Resident Alien becomes more human-like throughout the show.
Yeah.
So what you're seeing early on is him as an alien, very much trying to, he watches the Law and Order episodes to learn how to speak English. He's still not really human, but he gets friends. He starts to care about people. I think you're probably 2 episodes away from starting to see that change. You should go back.
What's it on? What's it on?
Funny. I want to say it's on Peacock.
I hate that. Oh, as long as it's not blocked under the premium tier.
I don't know. It's a sci-fi show, but anyway, that's the other show that I actually like that hasn't been canceled yet.
We'll have to get you one here to review Tulsa King season 2 once that drops.
I will. I don't think I'll.
Does it drop all at once, or is it once a week?
It's a once a week thing.
Then they do it the right way. That's good.
Is that the right way? I don't know what the right way is.
Yes, you generate.
That's how I like it. Till the
longer
Tom
buzz,
says, he's been watching
more in the you're in the press cycle longer. Like it's a much better way to do the show than having it all dump at once.
Sure. Okay. So it is on. I think what's going on is like current season airs on Peacock first, Donovan. So like it's like on. I think the day after it airs on Sci-Fi. But yeah, season 1 and 2 are on Netflix. Tom, let me know if season 3 is on there. But if you want a show to just catch up on, I think that would be a good one.
Yeah.
But yeah, this looks good. I don't see anything bad in this Tulsa King trailer. It just, it does. If you weren't watching season 1, they literally spoil the ending of the season in the first 5
season
seconds
2.
of the trailer.
It's got to end. It's got to give you something. They can't be like. What if they'll make a season 3? Because like usually when they do the second time around, they usually sign for 1 or 2 seasons, sometimes 3.
It's also just wild because like he's a movie star, right? Like Sylvester Stallone is a film star. He probably still commands a lot of money in films, right?
Oh, like a lot of these actors, they take their money and they do the thing where they turn it into more money. So like it doesn't have to be all their money from acting, right? They can invest, do weird stuff. Dan Aykroyd does his Crystal Skull vodka stuff, like they do other things that make the money other than acting. They just it's that thing where they take money, invest it, and turn it into more money. You know what I mean? Yeah, they do that thing. So yeah, I mean, is he a producer on the show at all? Is he executive producer?
Yes.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah, he has producer credits, all that stuff. So I'm sure he's making money off of it. I'm just saying, like, for a long time, TV was viewed as a step down for actors. And I just don't think that's the case anymore, especially from a monetary standpoint.
No, yeah, that is past.
I mean, this is filmed like a movie.
It really is. It has the quality of like a Sopranos style show.
Yeah, Breaking Bad actually.
And it is ultra violent. Like if you like violence, this is the show.
I like violence with meaning, and like it's mob violence. So yeah, it's supposed to be brutal with meaning. Like it's the whole point.
No,
yeah.
Like you have to remember, like this is a guy who's been wronged by a lot of different people. So there's like a vengeance arc to this, Greg, that I think you would like. But yeah, I really do like this quite a bit. He looks old as hell though. Holy crap.
He is old.
Been around for a minute. Been around for
70s.
quite a minute. Yeah.
And in episode 2 of season 1, he gets high as shit and it's hilarious. So if you want to just fast forward to that scene, it's worth watching. Yeah. And then, yeah, like there's a marijuana comes up a lot on this show. Marijuana is legal in Oklahoma, kind of like it is in Ohio now. So like the dispensaries, all that stuff. But they do bring up that point that I do find interesting where because marijuana is still federally illegal, you cannot deposit your earnings into a federally insured bank.
And that's why it's cash only. A lot of dispensaries, right? Even it's like because they can't. If the bank is located anywhere where it's not legal, it gets hazy.
So it's like you have these companies that are printing money, right? But they have these safes that are full of money, so they're soft targets. So Sylvester Stallone walks in and just takes 20% of their money whenever he feels like it.
Yeah,
it's very weird, but yeah, this is a perfect time for you guys to watch season 1.
Definitely.